निर्मलं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं निर्मलं My dear brothers,
नमो नमः प्रभो सुख शांति दाता। ओम गं गणपतये नमो नमः प्रभो सुख शांति दाता। हे ओंकारा कमल परशुधारा, हे ओंकारा कमल परशुधारा, पूत विश्वत्राता। ओम गं गणपतये नमो नमः प्रभो सुख शांति दाता। ओम गं गणपतये नमो नमः प्रभो सुख शांति दाता।
ओम गं गणपतये नमः। ओम गं गणपतये नमः। ओम गं गणपतये नमः।
उठा महागणपती, गण उभे कराया आरती। उठा महागणपती, गण उभे कराया आरती। गंध धूप सुगंधी पुरे, दुर्वांकुर खाणिले किती। गंध धूप सुगंधी पुरे, दुर्वांकुर खाणिले किती। मंचकी बसाया चरण क्षाळितोया, मंचकी बसाया चरण क्षाळितोया। या आता अनंता। ओम गं गणपतये नमो नमः प्रभो सुख शांति दाता। ओम गं गणपतये नमो नमः प्रभो सुख शांति दाता।
ओम गं गणपतये नमः। ओम गं गणपतये नमः। ओम गं गणपतये नमः।
महाकाय तूच वक्रतुंडा, महाकाय तूच वक्रतुंडा। महाकाय तूच वक्रतुंडा। महाकाय तूच वक्रतुंडा। महाकाय महाकाय तूच महाकाय तूच वक्रतुंडा। कोटि सूर्य तेज तव प्रकांड, कोटि सूर्य तेज तव प्रकांड। देई प्रभा गणनायका, विनवितो सिद्धिदायका। देई प्रभा गणनायका, विनवितो सिद्धिदायका। उठ रे कृपाळा, दे दया दयाळा। उठ रे कृपाळा, गणपतये नमो नमः प्रभो सुख शान्तिदाता
ॐ गणपतये नमः ॐ गणपतये नमः ॐ गणपतये नमः
जन्मो जन्मी तुझी या प्रती गणाधीशाला गोही मती जन्मो जन्मी तुझी या प्रती गणाधीशाला गोही मती गौरी सुता तुझी यामुळे मिळो जगा सदा सद्गती गौरी सुता तुझी यामुळे मिळो जगा सदा सद्गती गौरी सुता तुझी यामुळे मिळो जगा सदा सद्गती मूलेश्वराय करुणाकराय मूलेश्वराय करुणाकराय रिद्धी सिद्धी कांदा ओम गणपतये नमो नमः प्रभो सुख शान्तिदाता ओम गणपतये नमो नमः प्रभो सुख शान्तिदाता हे ओंकारा कमल परशुधारा हे ओंकारा कमल परशुधारा पूत विश्वदाता ओम गणपतये नमो नमः प्रभो सुख शान्तिदाता ओम गणपतये नमो नमः प्रभो सुख शान्तिदाता
ॐ गणपतये नमः ॐ गणपतये नमः ॐ गणपतये नमः ॐ गणपतये नमः
दर्शन पाएंगे ओ पाएंगे दर्शन पाएंगे निर्मल माता का दर्शन पाएंगे माता का दर्शन पाएंगे पाएंगे दर्शन पाएंगे ओ पाएंगे दर्शन पाएंगे मेरी माता का दर्शन पाएंगे माता का दर्शन पाएंगे पालिया दर्शन पालिया मैंने पालिया दर्शन पालिया मेरी माता का दर्शन पालिया निर्मल माता का दर्शन पाएंगे, निर्मल माता का दर्शन पाएंगे। भाग्य में लिखा है वो दर्शन पाएगा। Just watch the meaning of the song. भाग्य में लिखा है वो दर्शन पाएगा। सत्य धर्म शांति का दीप जल जाएगा। मेरी माता का दर्शन पाएंगे, निर्मल माता का दर्शन पाएंगे। नया साल सबको मुबारक हो भाइयों, नया साल सबको मुबारक हो भाइयों। सहज योग संस्था के प्यारे प्यारे साथियों, सहज योग संस्था के प्यारे प्यारे साथियों। सबको मुबारक हो भाइयों और बहनों, नया साल सबको मुबारक हो साथियों, नया साल सबको मुबारक हो साथियों। सहज योग संस्था के प्यारे प्यारे साथियों, प्रेम और अहिंसा को, प्रेम और अहिंसा को अपनी माता से पाएंगे, अपनी माता का दर्शन पाएंगे, निर्मल माता का दर्शन पाएंगे, पाएंगे दर्शन पाएंगे, ओ पाएंगे दर्शन पाएंगे, निर्मल माता का दर्शन पाएंगे, पाएंगे माता का दर्शन पाएंगे। पालिया दर्शन पालिया, पालिया दर्शन पालिया, अपनी माता का दर्शन पालिया, निर्मल माता का दर्शन पालिया। शुद्ध हृदय करके सब राम नाम जप लो, शुद्ध हृदय करके सब माता नाम जप लो, जप लो रे भाई सब जप लो रे भाई, भज लो रे भाई सब भज लो रे भाई, शुद्ध हृदय करके सब राम नाम जप लो। जाति धर्म भेद भाव मन से सब हर लो, जाति धर्म भेद भाव मन से सब हर लो, जगदम्बा माता, तुळजापुर की अम्बा माता, जय माता मेरी, ओ माता मेरी, माता मेरी निर्मल माता मेरी। शुद्ध हृदय करके सब राम नाम जप लो, जाति धर्म भेद भाव मन से सब हर लो। शुद्ध हृदय करके सब राम नाम जप लो, जाति धर्म भेद भाव मन से सब हर लो। कुंडलिनी ओहो कुंडलिनी, कुंडलिनी बोलो कुंडलिनी, कुंडलिनी जागृत करके ही हम जाएंगे, माता निर्मला का दर्शन पाएंगे, पाएंगे निर्मला का दर्शन पाएंगे, पाएंगे दर्शन पाएंगे, ओ पाएंगे दर्शन पाएंगे, निर्मला माता का दर्शन पाएंगे, निर्मला माता का माता का दर्शन पाएंगे। निर्मलम केवलम ज्ञानमूर्तिं, निर्मलम के। My dear brothers, yesterday I just got inspiration and I have written one song. The wording is like this: Nirmalam Kevalam Jnanamurtim. जयंती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कृपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री स्वाहा सदा नमोस्तुते। निर्मलम केवलम ज्ञानमूर्तिं, निर्मलम केवलम ज्ञानमूर्तिं, निर्मलम केवलम ज्ञानमूर्तिं। सकल जगत परिपालिनी माता, सकल जगत परिपालिनी माता, सर्व जगत कीर्ति निर्मलं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्ति, निर्मलं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्ति। ब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी आदि नारायणी, ब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी आदि नारायणी, देवी भवानी असुरनाशिनी, देवी भवानी असुरनाशिनी, कमलनयनी शान्तमूर्ति, कमलनयन शान्तिमूर्ति, निर्मलं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्ति, निर्मलं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्ति, सकल जगत परिपालिनी माता, सकल जगत परिपालिनी माता, सकल जगत परिपालिनी माता, सर्व जगत कीर्ति निर्मलं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्ति, निर्मलं निर्मलं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्ति। कष्ट निवारणे माता देवी कष्ट निवारणे, दुर्गा भवानी भयहारिणी, माता देवी माता देवी कांट निवारिणी, दुर्गा भवानी भव भयहारिणी, माता से करेंगे प्रीति, माता से करेंगे प्रीति, निर्मलं केवलं ज्ञानं, निर्मलं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्ति, 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 निर्मलं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्ति। माता महेश्वरी जगत की जननी सकल सिद्धि आदि शक्ति माता सकल सिद्धि आदि शक्ति माता सबके दुखों को हरती सबके दुखों को हरती सबके दुखों को हरती निर्मलम केवलम ज्ञानमूर्ति 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 निर्मलम केवलम सकल जगत परिपालिनी माता सकल जगत परिपालिनी माता सर्व जगत कीर्तिं निर्मलं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं निर्मलं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं निर्मलं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं निर्मलं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिम्
So yesterday was a nice day for all of us, and I said something of a different level. We've been talking all the time about the mundane things, and these things sometimes are very, what's it? It's all right. Are of so much importance, we think. But when I talked to you yesterday, I hope you all realized that we have to now jump into another realm of a subtler understanding of Sajjana. First we were worried about our families, our children, our households, then our marriages. One after another, all these questions came up. And we were concerned about all these things, little things. Then we also got concerned about the ashrams which we were running, the problems of the ashram, what we have been doing, how we have been facing the problems, how people are creating problems. That's how our humanity started acquiring a subtler understanding. And then we also realized that we are blessed by God, that there's something great that is always looking after us, some higher force, some special attention is there about us. This is what we realized. Today I was explaining how it happens. that how we realize God is helping us. Any problem is an effect of some sort of a cause. Every problem. Like Mona wrote a letter that she was driving in a motorway and the car went out of control and the brake would not act. And there was a car coming from the right, car coming from the left, cars going in front and behind. And she felt that they'll be finished. Two of them were traveling to surgeries. So the cause was the car or the brake or whatever it was, mechanism, and the effect was all the problem. So now how to overcome that problem? Supposing you try to neutralize the effect, you cannot because cause is still there. You try to improve the cause, it doesn't work out. Then what to do? So the easiest thing is to cross the cause, to ascend over, to go beyond the cause. So the cause does not exist for you, so the effect does not exist. As long as the cause exists in your attention, the effect will be there. So what did she do? She just prayed to me. Just thought of me that Mother, now it's my last chance. That's all. So the cause disappeared. Because you go beyond it. And the effect also disappeared and she was surprised. So you must ascend away from the cause. Now a problem. My wife is like this, my husband like this, my family life like this, surgeries are like this, all kinds of things are there. It's an effect. Now what's the cause? Is such and such person. Alright. Now how do you get negation of the cause? Surrender. You have the right to do that. You have a knack to do it. You can do it. You are capable of it. You are entitled to do it. But you don't do it, you forget. You just forget. If you surrender that cause, effects will go away. But that is the thing at that time to remember, that you have to ascend, to go beyond the cause is the best way to get rid of it. So, I've been playing with you. You had causes to say, oh Mother, this is the problem, I have no job, now I have a job, then the job is to be had, then the wife is not there, she must have a wife, and the wife has a problem and she is to be divorced, and that is that, and this is that. Then I'm like that, I'm very bad because there's a bhoot in me. So the bhoot is the cause. And I'm behaving like this because there's a bhoot in me. That's also a scapegoat, I think. So first you go beyond that, saying, what is bhoot? Who is bhoot? I know my mother. And Mother, you look after this bhoot of mine. That's all. But for that, an emergency has to come to you. Otherwise, you just don't do it with that power. When you are in emergent condition, then it works out faster. When it is not emergency, it is half-hearted. Like Mona's condition. There was another case where a journalist was traveling from, I think Lonavala or something, and his brakes broke down, and he was with another journalist. So both of them were coming. This another journalist told me. The another one was surgery. So he found his brakes are not working, and he found his car is going. In front, there's a big truck coming up and another truck coming from behind. and there was no way for him to turn or to get out of it, and his brakes were on. That was the emergency. Such an emergency that developed into his mind that, oh God, now the last moment has come. Now I'm finished. There's a truck coming from there and another truck, and within a split of a second he was to be finished. The brake was good. But that emergency has to come. Human beings are such that unless and until they are put into tight corners, they never do that. Once they are in a tight corner, then they do it. That is the reason why people try to take ascetic life. Because if you are an ascetic, then you are in a tight corner. They go to Gobi Desert to create that emergency within you. So then you think of God. You get detached. But that's too late to go to Gobi Desert. They create problems for them to get into tight corners so that they can get out of it. But for Sahaja-yogi, if they are wise, they need not have. But how do we achieve it otherwise, without any getting tired? Only way is meditation. Everybody must meditate, is the point. If you do not meditate, you can continue for a while. You may be alright for a while, for 2 months, maybe 2 years, but then you drop. Many people think, oh, what's the need to meditate? You see, it's alright. If you don't meditate, it doesn't matter. It's not true. Because in meditation only you grow. In emergency you suddenly grow, no doubt. I mean, you just, like a jack in the box, just come up with a spring. But if you have to have a continuous growth, then you must meditate, allow the thought, after thoughts coming, and then allow them to subside, because you rise into the state of thoughtless awareness, and in that thoughtless awareness you grow. And you grow in your detachment to the cause of all the effects. If there is no cause, there is no effect. But this is the problem with us, is that we do not meditate normally. Only when it comes to absolute last point, now you have to fall in the well, then we think of it. Maybe at that moment you are helped, but you don't grow. Growth can only come if you meditate. That is one very important part, is complete help to people who meditate. Otherwise, in the normal life, how do we grow? If we have no oxygen, we cannot grow. We have to have sufficient oxygen, we have to have sufficient food, we have to have all these things. But in spirituality, you grow through meditation. There is no way out. Those who think they can grow are bumptious. Actually bumptious people. Because they can talk a lot about Sahaja. I have seen people who talk too much about Sahaja. They can give big lectures, this, that, but have no vibrations at all. They can't do any work for Sahaja. They are not collective, they have no sense to be collective. All kinds of problems. But the growth is to be achieved through meditation. That is one part. That is, we can say, is the worship, is the puja. Then you don't have to give up anything, you just become detached. Detached from the cause itself. That's one point. Second is that, this I would say will take you to the subtler side of your emotional bindings. Because emotional binding has given you certain identification, you are a Christian or a Hindu or a Muslim or this and that, or a British or any kind of a race, whatever you have to call it. All those things will drop out. because you will be a detached personality. So these emotional bindings, he is my brother, he is my sister, I am worried about my wife, I am worried about my child. All these emotional bindings which make you a smaller personality will drop out and you will have one emotional binding, is that I am growing in my compassion. Compassion is active. My compassion is effective. My compassion is a light. My compassion gives me discretion. I am a yogi. And secondly, you read about Sahaja Yoga, you know about Sahaja Yoga, you know the technique of Sahaja Yoga, you raise your Kundalini, you clean your chakras, try to understand about mantras, you master your mantras, you master your deities, you please them. All these things when they are done properly, then your mental bindings will drop. Those who think they are great scientists, they will know that this is no science. The science of God's technique is much more. Those who think they are overread, well-read people when they read about Sahaja Yoga and work it out on themselves and see for themselves and on others, they will know that whatever they have read is all stupid, has no meaning, is empty. And that's how a kind of an emptiness will come in. Emptiness of ego. Because you'll see that knowledge is so great. Like Newton said that knowledge is like an ocean and I'm like a little child collecting some pebbles at its shore. What an understanding. So that emptiness comes in and then the real knowledge starts coming. The identification with real knowledge comes. When you talk, that talk has an effect, that's a mantra. You just don't jabber, oh I know Sahaja Yoga, I've been in Sahaja Yoga for 15 years, good for nothing. You may be there for 100 years, but you may remain the donkey as donkey is. Absolutely. But you may remain there only for 1 year. And you may become from a donkey a human being and a yogi too. But that is what we have to, first of all, decondition ourselves by attaching ourselves emotionally to Mother. I mean, you have an advantage over many other yogis of the world who came for things that nothing to look for. They knew of a primordial mother, they knew about this, but they had no form. You have a form. You are very fortunate and lucky people, you have a form. It's easy to adore a form than to adore something abstract in the air, you see. Absolute consciousness, how do you adore it? Where do you catch it? But that attachment doesn't mean in any way that you have to give me anything. What do you give me? Nothing. But detachment from the cause. And this works out. You have seen it in your lifetime. You also say that it works out, but somehow it worked out. What is bandhan? It's nothing. But you are attaching yourself to your mother. You just telephoning to her. This is a telephone going to your mother. That's all. You know, I also play with you. I also say, all right, I'll give you a bandhan. I'm giving bandhan to myself. It's a telephone call. Just a telephone call. But the faith has developed now that yes, this is the real faith, where you get completely detached in your emotional things. It's just, my mother, all right, just give her a bandhan, finished. My father, give him a bandhan. My brother, give him a bandhan. What are you doing? Bandhan. What are you doing? You are putting them in the bonds of your mother. But you are not conscious that you are doing that. You are just binding them with the love of your mother which is flowing through your hand. What are these vibrations? It's your mother's love. You've got it. It is flowing through you. But what about your love for your mother? And that is what I find that at the time when there is complete emergency, that surrender comes. And it works. So, there's no need to create any emergencies. You must slow and steadily work it out. And it will build up by itself within you. You will have that power within you, I assure you. But meditation is one way, another is the knowledge of Sahaja Yoga. Not showing off, not telling others, but working it out on yourself. Different chakras, how they work out. On yourself, not on others. Once you start teaching others, it's a bhoot. You better learn it for yourself within yourself. I know who has mastered which chakra, which. Nobody tell others this is the way to do it, that is absolute nonsensical ego. So such things should not be done. If somebody asks you, you can tell. Individual. But on a large scale, you do not give lectures on that. And don't confuse people. Now, so we have two things that we have to get over our emotional grossness and our mental grossness. Same with our physical grossness. Physical grossness can be overcome if you surrender yourself to one medicine is vibrations. Like Anupama, my grandchild, told her mother, you were born in allopathy, then you are following homeopathy. Tomorrow you will find out some jumbopathy, then some numbopathy. So, but I am born in God. And I follow only God's path. And God will look after me and God will cure me. So my daughter said, why? You may also change. He said, why? Because God never changes. Simple answer. God will cure me. But you must have that much assent to say that. As you just jump out at the time of emergency. Same sort of an urge, that same sort of a personality should be within you to say that. Just if you say, oh God, please save me. God has no time for such. You have no time for God. God has no time for you. Simple thing. So from sublime to mundane things when we come, we exist in both the things and we are effective. Whether we are in the lamp or in the light or in the oil, we are at a certain point. And we give the effectiveness without being the cause. Because you are beyond the cause. So there is no need to create any cause for anything, but you see the effect. So once the cause is finished, effect is achieved, and is achieved what is to be achieved. The correctness of it. The correct thing you get. You do not get perverse thing. But if you go with the cause, then you can have perversity, you can have all kinds of problems. So the best thing is to detach yourself from causes. And then you get the effect, like as I told you that the brake got all right. The effect was there. The car was all right. Everything was fine. So the effect was all right. But the cause was lost. There was no cause. Why? How? How the thing was perfected? If you ask the effect of it, you say, how did it get? You can't explain, it didn't work out. So because the cause is missing, you cannot put it to any cause. You sometimes say it's divine whether it worked out. So the only cause that is really effective is divinity. So the divinity should not be just as a mundane sort of a thing. All right, yes, mother's photograph is there. Namaste, going. All right, namaste. Good morning, mother. Finished. That's not good. You have to know your mother, and you have to love your mother. That is what it is. It's very embarrassing to say that you must love me. But as a mother in this lifetime, I have done many embarrassing things, and one of them is this. That I don't know how to tell the children. But this is a fact. So you need not go through any emergencies or any such problems. You just develop yourself in such a way that you are so developed that it just acts and works out. So I'll give you a example of that. It works the least in England, surprisingly, where I work the most. Least in England. I'll give a simple example now. You see, you are coming to India, was decided I don't know how many months back. I've been to India once. And now I'm going second time. And England is the only place where you have to pay the money direct. People have not yet paid. But Australians have done it. Australians who are 80, 85 people have done it. But English have not done it. Everything they are slow. But when it comes to ego, they are the first. Their flags are the first. In ego, where is it generated? In England, the great. So when it comes to doing something, they are the slowest. When it comes to criticism, they are the highest. And then when it comes to the ego, suddenly you see, give them any position. They get it. Why? Again, you can explain. Because there is a cause. We'll say it is inertia. Blame someone, or it's a root, or it's my ego, or my superego, not mine. Myself, I'm alright. Some cause. Why you have not paid so far? It's such a problem. I have to go now. If you were not coming, you should not have come. But if you are paid, you better pay for it. Now what's the matter with you? They started with 50 people, now we ended up with 35. We have arranged for it, we have ordered for things, and we have got the buses and all that, now they are proceeding. Nobody asked you to come. On the contrary, I was saying keep it low, so that we'll make it nice. But you cannot have less than 350, or you can have 300, you can have 200, but you cannot just have 210. Where to put them? A simple thing, see on the mundane style. But in other places what they have done? Alright, you have to go, mother will work it out. It's worked out. Everybody has got money, everything done, it's all here. Americans have done it, surprising. But English, they don't know whether they are going or not. Still there are some. Poor Gavin has to run up and down for all of you. I tell you, he is the one who has such patience. And I was amazed that there are still 11 people who have not paid. Can you believe? I mean, it's such a simple thing. If you don't want to go, don't go. If you want to go, you go. Tell him you are not going or you are going. Finish. I mean, nobody wants you there. But even this little thing you cannot, because you have a kind of a cause to show. Because this has happened, because that has happened, because. So the English have to come up much more, because I have really worked for you people very, very hard, and again God has made me work again 5 years more with you. I don't know what we are going to do. Sometimes I feel I should not be back, because no use. This is a small example I give. Very small example. It's very mundane type. You can see in other places also, like that. You tell them anything, but why, mother, it happens like that? Why do I do like this? I mean, asking me a question. Asking me the cause. Why did I behave like this? Why do I get into trouble? Like, I've known people who have been coming to Sahaja Yoga, doing Sahaja Yoga and all that. But then they go to some other Steiner's place. Then they go to some other courses. I mean, they have no faith in Sahaja Yoga. They are practicing this, they are practicing that like mad. Still going on. That's only possible in England, I think. Nowhere. It's a speciality. I've known of so many people who came to Sahaja Yoga without practicing Sahaja Yoga, curing, helping them with Sahaja Yoga, working it out. They are in Sahaja Yoga. They are going to this place, that place, that. This is the way. Now, I have known also people who try to blame the leadership. I am telling you all these things because I was very sick when I came here, really, I tell you. I was sick for 8 days and I was sick even afterwards because you are all in my body. I suffer, so I must tell you. And then they said the leadership is no good, leader should be very strong and leader should be this and the leader must have a big cane in the house and this, he hits us, we are not going to be honest. Again the cause. Again the cause. I tell you, you have one of the best leaders in government. I must tell you. He is the man who spent a lot of money. Without telling me, he's covered many expenses. His office has worked for us. He took all nonsensical people. If I told him this fellow is getting some million, he'll employ in his office. If I say this fellow has got goods, he'll employ in his office. He has worked with such goods that I could not manage them even for a day. He tries his level best to go to people and tell them that, see now, come. He has saved so many people by his sense, by his understanding. But the only thing is he openly doesn't do it. That's his mistake. He should openly tell, you are a bhoot and get cured. Then he'll be all right. But if you say, come here, you see, you have a bhoot, doesn't matter, I've got lemons for you, chilies, you sit down. Then, mother, he was identifying himself with the greatest bhoot. Let us face it. If you have understanding of your leader, then you should know that I know better than you know about it. And this is very saddening sometimes. Why don't you understand the sheer goodness of a person? The amount of boots he has tolerated in office, I tell you, I can't stand them for more than one day, some of them. So egoistical, some of them, off their heads. And some of them are so brutish that even if they come downstairs, I get a pain in the stomach in my house. But he stood there. Why? What was the need? Just that he thought he'd help. Whenever I told him that this person is a brutish, I find him employed by Mr. Gavin. Wow. Then one day I had to tell him, sack all of them. And they were sacked. Why do we have the maximum number of booths in England? I can't understand. Is it necessary to have them around? On the day when I am going, I should not tell you these things. But when I go away, I find these booths come back. And they become the causes and the effects are shown. So I have to make a complete open picture to you to see that you can ascend to the highest of highest, being born on this great land of this country. But you can also go very down, I have seen. Because you always blame something. Last of all, Gavin. This is the worst thing that you have done. Let anybody say that to Gregor, he'll chop that person off 10 times and bring that person in chopped stages. Really, I tell you. He will say, what nonsense, all right, go ahead. You tell this to Warren, I don't know what he will do with all his Australian time. They are all gems, no doubt. But you deserve a man like Gavin. I thought, you are special people, that I have worked for you so much. Now I'm amazed. Decent people don't need such leaders, do you? But the people who are decent now turn out to be Australians, surprisingly. the way they behave towards things, so sweet they are, you'll be surprised. The children, when he bought some cups and saucers for me because when I go there, they thought they'll give me tea, good cups and saucers. So he bought for all the centers one cup and saucer, good one. So the children, little children, they collected money. After all, mother will have a cake, also must have a plate too. So they sent a check here. Just see how sweet. But I never eat cakes, you know that, but still. So sweet. The children, Rashi says. What is the reason? Why do we dominate or get dominated? Why? Again, the cause. Go beyond the cause. I bless you again and again today that when I come next time, see that you don't make any mistakes anymore. Meditate and meditate and meditate. And when you come to India, some of you, I would like to show them as my prize things. For where I've worked, even where I've not been. You see, somebody else has given realization to someone in Nepal, you see. And they are wonderful flowers, and here I am. Something wrong with me. Where I have worked, people are more worried about the causes. I have to really make a very, very straightforward appeal to you that now grow within yourself. Are you magnanimous? Are you generous? Are you systematic? Are you impressive? Are you kind? Are you collective? Are you attached to all these nonsensical things still? Do you talk big? Do you give big lectures? Humble down yourself. And then you will see your greatness. Unless until you put your head down to your heart, how do you see your mother? I wish you all great luck now and happy Christmas to you and happy New Year and a very great New Year in spiritual growth. Let's show it. Let all of us decide today. Forget about your wives and husbands and children and this and that nonsense now. You are yogis. You are united with divine, growing, prospering. May God bless you.
जय श्री माता जी।
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने दिए अवतार माँ, कितने दिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा। तू गंगा यमुना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको माँ, सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ। लौट के ना जाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियाला माँ, कर दिया उजियाला। कलयुग में माया है, कलयुग में माया है। फिर भी पहचाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता,
माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर दुख से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधु संगीत सुन लो। हो य सके जो सेवा, हो य सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै
श्री आदिशक्ति भगवती माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
जय श्री माता जी.